Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Becoming Your Earth with Samantha, SolBright, Sam SolBright, from awakendeeperwithin.com. This episode, we're going to talk about my lovely t-shirt, Shine Bright. Part of my new brand, new product. And I thought it would be fitting to talk a little bit about shining bright. As we are stars, we are literally the sun. And as such, we're light. And what does light do? Shine. That's literally all it does. And this whole entire journey is about remembering that, recognizing who we are at a core level. We are light, we are the sun, we are stars. And we need to just shine bright, shine our light, shine our love, spread, amplify the light that we hold, the peace that we are, and the love as well. One of the really big things there's a couple of things that are coming through. One is, as we continue to see the powerful activations that are coming from the sun, you may still be, we're currently still receiving a lot of solar activity, N flares, X flares, all of these different things that are coming from the sun are essentially activating our soul. So anything solar is activating the soul, which is our light. And so the more intense the solar activity becomes, the more we get to activate our light. And with that, it's also important to recognize and to remember is that not only is our light being amplified, but it's also triggering all of what is not light. So all of the heavy duty emotions, unresolved aspects, 3D programs, you name it, are being activated much strongly, much intensely, and probably ever before, or probably in a much more powerful and extreme intense way than we've felt it in this existence. And so open up to that. In order for us to continuously shine our light, shine the purity of our soul, we need to clear everything that is still keeping our light suppressed, hidden, dimmed, repressed, suppressed, locked up, small, contracted. And so as light enters your body, it starts to think of like a pinball machine. The ball just kind of goes everywhere and bumps into all the little, the stuff inside the blocks and all of these little different things to make it cool. Essentially, that's what happens. And that is what is happening right now. The more light is activated within your body, the more the light goes in every direction and starts to activate and starts to bump into what is not light. So our dark aspects, our separation, all the heavy duty, suppressed emotions, all of that are being triggered and activated because of the light, because of the immensity of the light that is coming through. And this is why a lot of us are going through a lot of emotional roller coasters. We might have some anxiety episodes or panic attack episodes, and that is because the light is literally triggering and bumping into all of our most unconscious, repressed, suppressed, subconscious fears at a deep cellular level that we had no clue we had, or we still had. And so open up to this, because light is freedom, but in the way, not so much in the way that some of us may perceive it to be. Like, light is literally allowing us to see more, to feel more. And as we do, we then get to have the choice and the responsibility to actually change what we still have inside in many different levels. And so light will allow you to see more of what you still have inside. It's going to be up to us whether or not to choose to still keeping that old suppression, the old heavy emotions inside, or are we going to choose now to feel it deeper, open up to it, embrace it, honor it, and let it go. This is light brings us back into our power, back into a state of, I'm source creator. I have a responsibility now that I can see more, now that I can feel more. Am I going to allow myself to continue to carry the heavy stuff, or am I going to choose differently? This is a very challenging part of the process for the ego. Remember that your ego separated aspects are your most wounded, unhealed inner children. And so it's easier to be small. It's easier to play in the victim mentality game. It's easier to hide. It's easier to not say anything. It's easier to suppress. It's easier to dim because we've been doing it for so long. And anything outside of that is very scary. It's very traumatic because of many, many, many reasons and many other experiences and existences that we've had. And so this is going to test us over and over and over so that we can recognize that little child that is still trapped inside, fearing its light, fearing its power, fearing the ability that they have to actually create something. And so the more you start to recognize these aspects, the more you start to integrate, bring them back into the purity of your heart, the more you're going to be able to open up to your light, open up to the pure power that you hold, open up to recreating your entire reality and owning up for every single other one that you've created, whether consciously or unconsciously. So really, really important, very, very powerful period and phase that we're all going through. Open up to receiving more of these light, solar, photonic frequencies. Every kind of frequency that's coming is supporting you in some way. There might be a little bit of like, what is this? What's going on? But open up to the light, open up to your soul. All of these light frequencies that are coming through are part of your soul. And so open up to them. When we get into the fear-based mentality of, we don't know exactly, what's entering or what's coming through into the planet, we close ourselves. When we close ourselves, we're not able to perceive things in a wider spectrum. We get back into the survival protection mechanism. And so open yourself up to feeling more of that, to see where you're still hiding, where you're still suppressing, where you're still believing in separation. Where are you still believing in the fear and lack? Where are you still believing that anything outside of yourself is dangerous and threatening? And so open up to feel that deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, because as you do, you're going to see how things really are. You're so loved and supported right now, more than ever. I mean, we've always been, but now we get the opportunity to really remember that and really see that. And the more that we do, the more we get to really own our light, integrate with our light, allow our light, and shine our light so that more and more people can remember. It's a huge, huge part of why we're here, to shine our light so that others can remember to shine theirs, so that they can remember that light is who we are. Light is this beautiful, amazing, supportive, creative energy that we all hold inside at a deep, deep, deep sacred level. So open up to all of these different, all of these light frequencies. Open up to your light, open up to your soul, and go dive deeper into where you might still be afraid to shine your light, afraid to share your light, afraid to be seen. I mean, we all have, every single person on this planet at some level has these frequencies. And so it's important to continuously open up to them and see what aspect of yourself is still holding on to the fear, the lack, the judgment, the separation, the protection, survival mechanism, so that you can continuously open up to it and just be with that aspect. The more that you are, the more open you will be. And the more open, the more your body will continuously clear deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, so that you no longer fear yourself and your light. So many things, but again, continue to shine bright, shine your light, shine your sun, as we continuously do that, our reality shifts. We become a new earth. We start to see, experience, and create new earth from our light, not from our ego, dark, separated aspect. And so that's really, really important to continuously remember and remind ourselves. So with that, sending you lots of love, lots of peace. For more support, you can always come and check out more of my services at awakendeeperwithin.com. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode.